Saul, later known as Paul, was born in Tarsus, a city in what is now Turkey. Tarsus was a significant cultural and intellectual hub of the ancient world. He was a Jew and a Roman citizen, a rare and privileged status that gave him unique advantages. He belonged to a strict Jewish group called the Pharisees, who were highly respected for their piety and knowledge. They were known for their strict adherence to the law, meticulously following every commandment. Saul was a bright student, excelling in his studies and showing great promise. He studied the Jewish scriptures diligently, immersing himself in the sacred texts. He was a devout believer in God, spending countless hours in prayer and worship. He believed in upholding the law perfectly, striving to live a life of righteousness. He was very passionate about his beliefs, often speaking fervently about his faith. Saul saw the early followers of Jesus as a threat to the Jewish faith and traditions. He believed they were teaching against the Jewish law. He persecuted them relentlessly, believing he was protecting his faith. He participated in the stoning of Stephen, an early Christian martyr, showing no mercy. He traveled to Damascus to arrest more followers of Jesus, determined to stop the spread of their teachings. On the road to Damascus, something incredible happened. It was a journey that would change the course of history. A bright light shone from heaven, illuminating the path with an otherworldly glow. Saul fell to the ground, blinded by the light, unable to see anything around him. He heard a voice calling his name. "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" The voice was powerful and commanding. Saul, afraid and confused, asked, "Who are you, Lord?" His heart pounded with fear and uncertainty. The voice replied, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting." The revelation was both shocking and profound. This experience deeply shook Saul, leaving him in a state of shock and awe. It challenged everything he believed, making him question his life's purpose and actions. He realized that Jesus was the Messiah, the one he had been fervently opposing. He was humbled and blinded by the encounter, unable to see but filled with a new understanding. Saul spent 3 days blind and fasting, reflecting on the monumental event that had just occurred. He was led to Damascus by his companions, who were equally bewildered by what had happened. A disciple named Ananias came to him, sent by the Lord to help Saul. Ananias laid his hands on Saul, and his sight was miraculously restored, as if scales had fallen from his eyes. This marked a turning point in Saul's life, a moment of profound transformation. He was a changed man, forever altered by his encounter on the road to Damascus. After his conversion, Saul became known as Paul. This name change signified his new identity and mission. He was no longer the persecutor of Christians. He was now a devoted follower of Jesus Christ. Paul embarked on a new life, dedicated to spreading the gospel. He traveled extensively throughout the Roman Empire, preaching and teaching about Jesus. He faced persecution and hardship, but he remained steadfast in his faith and mission. He preached in synagogues and marketplaces. He shared his testimony with anyone who would listen. He wrote letters to the early churches. He established new Christian communities. Paul embarked on 3 major missionary journeys. These journeys took him across the Roman Empire. He traveled to modern-day Turkey, Greece, and Rome. He faced danger, persecution, and hardship, but he persevered, driven by his love for Christ. He established churches in major cities. He shared the gospel with people from all walks of life. He broke down barriers between Jews and Gentiles. Paul's journeys were instrumental in spreading the Christian faith. He established churches, made disciples, and strengthened the early Christian communities. He faced opposition from both Jews and Romans, but his message continued to spread. Paul wrote letters to the early churches he established. These letters are now part of the New Testament. They are filled with theological insights, practical advice, and encouragement for believers. His letters addressed theological issues. They provided guidance for Christian living. They addressed divisions within the early church. They emphasized the importance of unity and love. His most famous letters include Romans, Corinthians, and Galatians. These letters are still studied and cherished by Christians today. They continue to provide guidance and inspiration. They remain some of the most influential texts in Christian history. Paul is often called the apostle to the Gentiles. He believed that the gospel was for all people, not just Jews. He broke down barriers between Jews and Gentiles. He welcomed all people into the Christian faith. He challenged the Jewish custom of circumcision for Gentile converts. He preached that salvation was through faith in Jesus Christ alone. He played a pivotal role in opening up Christianity to the Gentile world. Paul's mission to the Gentiles was crucial for the growth of Christianity. His inclusive message resonated with people from all backgrounds. He paved the way for Christianity to become a global religion. Paul's life and teachings have had a profound impact on Christianity. His writings continue to shape Christian thought and practice. He is considered one of the most important figures in Christian history. His teachings on grace, faith, and the Holy Spirit have been foundational for Christian theology. His emphasis on the resurrection of Jesus has given hope to believers for centuries. His letters provide a blueprint for Christian living, addressing issues of faith, conduct, and relationships. Paul's legacy is one of courage, conviction, and unwavering faith. His life is a testament to the transformative power of God's grace. His teachings continue to inspire and challenge Christians today. Paul's journey from a persecutor of Christians to a devoted apostle is a testament to the transformative power of faith. His life and teachings continue to inspire and challenge people around the world. His story is a reminder that God can use anyone, even the most unlikely candidates, to accomplish his purposes. Paul's dramatic conversion on the road to Damascus is one of the most powerful stories of redemption and change. His writings offer timeless wisdom and guidance for Christian living. His letters to the early churches address issues that are still relevant today, such as faith, love, and perseverance. His legacy continues to shape the Christian faith today, reminding us of the power of grace, the importance of mission, and the hope found in Jesus Christ. Paul's life and writings stand as a testament to the enduring power of the gospel and its ability to transform lives. He remains an influential figure, shaping Christian thought and practice for over 2,000 years. His influence extends beyond religious circles, impacting literature, philosophy, and even modern-day ethics. Paul's enduring impact is a testament to the power of faith and the written word.